Okay, welcome to week 5 of the Get Fit for Summer Challenge. My name's Phil. First of all, well done on getting this far. There's been some quite challenging circuits. Today's circuit, or this week's circuit, you can coast it. You could completely skive, probably waste your own time, but we're hoping that you're not going to do that. So there's a real challenge for you to push yourself as hard as you possibly can do on this session. The theme is bodyweight mastery, so I want you to focus on not just doing the exercises as rapidly as you're physically able to, but actually doing them to the best of your ability. So really challenge yourself to get deep into the movements, to work through a really good range of movement. Okay, the circuit is quite simple. Hopefully I'll explain it quite simply, but there are guidelines written on the week 5 set of guidelines, so you can refer back to them. Where's the dog? Right, okay. So, the first part of the circuit, you're going to be doing an ascending pyramid, starting with 1 repetition through the first cycle. As soon as you go into the second cycle, 2 repetitions, then 3, 4, and so on. As many cycles as you possibly can do within 10 minutes. Okay, so the first half, 10 minutes, ascending. When you get to the 10-minute point, you're going to stop. 45 to 60 seconds rest. Make sure you take on water, which you can do within the first 10 minutes, so have it near and at hand. After that 45 or 60 seconds of rest, you're going to start with as high as you got in the pyramid. So let's say you got to 8 repetitions. So you're going to start at a set of 8 repetitions and then go back down the pyramid, back down to 1. The second half, you're not going to do it to a 10-minute mark. Keep a time of it if you want to, and try and do it in under 10 minutes if you possibly can. But the second half doesn't need to be timed. So it's the first half that really decides how much you're going to be doing in the second half. Okay, so the 5 exercises. The first one is quite simply a squat. Okay, so go for as deep a movement as you possibly can do. So all the way down and then all the way up. Again, keeping your heels flat on the ground and then coming up to standing. Okay, the second exercise is an alternate stalk stance. So 1 repetition is 1 on both sides with this. Standing on 1 leg, you're going to reach the floor and take that back leg nice and high. You should get a big stretch. I'll just repeat that movement. Third exercise, you're going to do a press up. Okay, so obviously you've got the variation. So full push up. If you find it easier to have your hands a little bit wider, or have your knees on the ground, try not to look forward. It does tend to put too much pressure on the neck. Just look straight underneath or just to the front of your body as you're going into the movement. Okay, so that's the third exercise. Fourth exercise, alternate lunge. So 1 repetition is 1 on both sides. Stepping forwards, keeping the hips below the shoulders. Okay, so try not to lean forward into the lunge. Keep your torso tall and your heel planted on that front leg. Okay, so that's exercise number 4. The 5th and final exercise, a big stretch. So just leaning from the hips, you're going to touch the floor or the toes and then step back and then reach up with the hands. Again, 1 repetition is 1 on both sides. So just to demonstrate how it works in reality, I'm going to just go through the cycle up to 3 repetitions just so that you can see how it works in sequence. Obviously you would continue this for that 10-minute block for the first half. Okay, so first time through. Okay, last time, third rep. Balance nearly went. It did there. Okay, there you go. So that was a short sort of glimpse of how it would look in ascendancy for the first half, and then again 45 to 60 seconds rest, start from the top and work your way back to 1 rep. Enjoy!